Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa spoke with the heads of media institutions regarding the current situation surrounding the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Members of security forces, the health sector and other stakeholders in the fight against COVID also attended the meeting. Reports are circulating that the virus is now spreading across the entire country. That is not true. There are 25 people infected and they include the family members of the infected officer. Generally, there are about 20 contacts per person. All 20 of those contacts are sent for quarantine. Taking them from their homes does not mean that they are COVID patients. They are only being taken for quarantine. While they are in quarantine, PCR tests will be conducted. Some of them have tested positive and currently that number stands at 25. A lockdown will be needed if there is a risk of the virus spreading in that area.
PCR
130,000 PCR tests have been conducted so far. The first 100,000 PCR tests were conducted in 95 days and it only takes 24 days for the second 100,000 tests. So you can clearly see how fast this number has increased. These are the statistics. We never believed in the numbers. If 1,000 tests are needed, then 1,000 tests will be conducted, not 1,500 tests. If there is a need for 5,000 tests, then 5,000 tests will be conducted. We have the capability to conduct 4,000 PCR tests if it is needed.
ජයවර්ධනපුර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ PCR පරීක්ෂණ නවත්තලා යම්කිසි කාරණයක් නිසා කියලා ඒ පිළිබඳව මොකද තත්ත්වය? අපිට යම්කිසි
To confirm a patient as COVID positive, we look into the matter seriously. One is a lab test and the second factor is the epidemiological link. We conducted tests from 3 test kits. Another 2 tests were conducted at the IDH. So if all those tests came back negative and if there is no epidemiological link, no matter how prestigious the university is, we have to take a decision regarding this matter.
ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් තීරණයක් ගන්න ඕනේ. මම ඊතර විදියට සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශය කියලා නැහැ. ජයවර්ධනපුර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ලැබ් එක දෝෂ සහිතයි කියලා. ඒ අවස්ථාවේ ගැටලුවක් ආවා. නෙගටිව් කියනවාගෙන නෙගටිව් එක්කෙනෙක්ට පොසිටිව් කියලා ඇතුළට වැටීම කියන එක භයානක තත්ත්වයක් තියෙන හැවුනොත්. නිරෝධයන මධ්‍යස්ථාන තුල
There is an opinion among the general public and there are also allegations that patients at quarantine centers are not being examined properly before they are released into society. And this is how the virus got into the community.
The statement you made is completely wrong. We cannot accept it. There is not a single transmission of this virus reported from a person who has been released from a quarantine center. This incident occurred when the instructors at the rehabilitation had left and gone home. When the first patient was detected, we brought back everyone who had left. Not only that, we also took in the numbers of their families. Then we tested them for the virus. We have gotten that under control.
It's been more than 14 days since the instructors had left and were brought back. If the virus is in the community, then the people who contracted the virus must show symptoms including cough, cold and breathing difficulties, and they would have to come to hospitals. No such situation has been reported as yet.
After we identified the first contacts of the infected patients identified from Suduwella and Colombo, they were kept at 2 locations, one in Galkanda Kandakadua and one in Mulethiu. After their 2-week quarantine period was over, there was a question if we should send them back into the society or if we could rehabilitate them and make them a better citizen before sending them back. We then obtained a court order and transferred 64 of them to this rehabilitation center. It is highly likely that the virus entered the rehabilitation center through this group. There is no other way that the virus could have entered the facility. It is pointless for us to keep on saying that there is no community spread of the virus. Instead, we must work towards preventing a community spread of the virus because there is always a risk of a community spread of the virus in any country. If the virus is around me and I am protected, I will not contract the virus. At a time like this, more than thinking of politics, we must look at the people with compassion. We must get the support of the people and not create fear among the people. The situation is not such that people should be scared of.
Director General of Health Services Dr. Anil Jasinghe announced that 8 people tested positive for COVID-19 today. They are family members of the staff of the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Centre. This increased the number of patients from the Kandakadu cluster to 542. Director of Health for the North Central Province, Dr. Palitha Bandara, spoke about the situation in Rajanganaya and the Anuradhapura district.
අනුරාධපුර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ දැනට පොසිටිව් කට්ටිය
There are 27 people who tested positive for the virus in Anuradhapura. 17 of the 27 patients are from Rajanganaya. During the past 4 days, 813 PCR tests have been conducted in Rajanganaya. 1,143 people have been quarantined. We have tested the first generation contacts of the patients and we hope to conduct 50 more PCR tests tomorrow.
අමතරව හෙටත් අපි PCR පරීක්ෂණ 50ක් විතර කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
2 people with COVID-19 symptoms from Kantale, Agbopura were hospitalized yesterday. It was revealed that they had come into contact with a COVID-19 patient from Kandakadu who came to Agbopura.
The patients from Agbopura who came from Kandakadu were detected on the 6th of June. We are having an issue with the route taken by the patient. He had travelled on a motorbike to Somawathiya. He told us that he came in a lorry that was carrying mangoes from there. He had travelled in a private bus from Polonnaruwa to Habarana and had also travelled in another bus to Kantale. We have informed the public health inspectors in these areas as well. We request the general public to inform us if you had come into contact with this patient.
39 people in Lankapura, Thabala and Patunugama, coming under the purview of the Lankapura Polonnaruwa Public Health Inspectors Division, were subject to PCR tests today.
Currently, we have quarantined 647 people from all divisional secretariats in the Polonnaruwa district. The people who came home from Kandakadu did not know that they were carrying the virus. They only found out about it after some time. We have quarantined the people who came into contact with these patients.
Leader of the United National Party, Ranil Wickremesinghe, expressed these views about the COVID-19 virus.
Many health ministers have coordinated programs against the COVID-19 virus in other countries. The Sri Lankan health minister went on the election campaign in Ratnapura and the people in the country got corona. Do you think that our health minister is in Colombo for 5 days? Or is she in Anuradhapura on her election campaign? So is it a surprise that corona is spreading across the country? She is the health minister who announced on the 12th or the 11th of July that Sri Lanka received $1.9 million from the World Health Organization. Today she is saying that we only got the equipment and that we didn't get any money. According to a cabinet paper presented by the Prime Minister, Co-Cabinet spokesperson Bandula Gunawardena said that we will receive a total of $252 million, but our health minister is saying that we have not received anything. So I ask, who is lying? Is it the Prime Minister or the Health Minister? Tell us, we want to know. I will file a complaint at the police against the person who lies. I think the editor of the Aruna paper and 2 others are being questioned by the CID as they had published in their paper that there are 661 new COVID-19 cases at the Kandakadu Centre because that information is incorrect. If that number is wrong, then tell us how many patients are there. Is it 661 or 662, 659 or is it 658? If these people are being questioned for making false statements, then the others who make false statements also should be questioned. The Prime Minister must be questioned as to why he lied. It is problematic as these statements are made to gain political mileage. They are trying to say that they control the spread of COVID and win the election. Today, nobody knows of where COVID patients are across the island. I don't know if they will question me as well. They questioned me 2 weeks ago. They are not revealing where the COVID-19 patients are. They are just saying that there are some here and some there. This could be a lie. The people are extremely scared. Fear reigns supreme in the country now. Today the government is in a tough spot. There are issues both economically and politically. The government is stuck in between. The government must first decide to conduct tests. Why aren't tests being conducted? We cannot believe the health department. I would like to ask, who is lying? Is it the health minister or the Prime Minister? At a time like this, can't we appoint one minister to focus on this and look into it? Nobody is believing government officials. The faith has been lost. Can you tell us what happened to this money? I ask the government who is lying. One of the 2 of them is lying and I will report that person who is lying to the CID.
කවුද බොරු කිව්වේ? දෙන්න එක්කෙනෙක් කියනවා අනික එක්කෙනා CI දෙකට වහාම වාර්තා කරන්න. එච්චරයි කරන්න තියෙන්නේ.
It is not us, but the Government Medical Officers Association who says that the COVID-19 figures are being manipulated. Although they tried to acquire the label of the heroes who eradicated corona, the threat of the virus has not yet passed. Also, they are not thinking of the country. They are looking at how they can get political mileage and further the interests of their political camp by underreporting the number of corona patients. We submitted a written request to the Director General of Health Services under the Right to Information Act asking for the number of PCR tests conducted and the number of random PCR tests conducted and how many of them came back positive. Dr. Anil Jasinghe refused to give us that information. He did not give us that information even when 9 MPs of the opposition submitted a request because he has become a victim of the politicization of this entire program. The highly respected medical profession is now being demeaned by concealing this information on the true situation of the spread of the virus in the country. That is why our request for information under the RTI was turned down.
දැන් අපි මීට කලිනුත් අවධාරණය කරා ආණ්ඩුව මේ වසංගතයට අදාළව පරාජය කරන.
Just like we highlighted earlier, the government spoke about eradicating the virus and the health minister even hosted award ceremonies in lieu of defeating the virus against a backdrop where the World Health Organization had warned of a much greater wave of the virus that is imminent. This childish government that has no broad understanding on this matter attempted to solve this problem in a political perspective, diverting the attention of the public to other issues in the country. There was a very small number of cases where staff that treated the COVID-19 patients had contracted the virus. This proves that the medical staff have a good understanding of how they should conduct themselves. But on the other hand, the military is trained to go to war. And the problem that we have is how can they deal with these patients without any understanding on how to conduct themselves while treating the patients. A drug addict was finally admitted to the Kandakadua Rehabilitation Center from the outside on the 20th of March. The question we have is how did the virus spread to the Kandakadua Rehabilitation Center? They are not answering this question. When they evade this question, we cannot understand the current situation properly.
කොහොමද? ඒ ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තර දෙන්නේ නැතුව ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ වසන් කළා මේ කියන කාරණාව හරියට වටහා ගන්න බෑ.